I'm Audrey Maretzki, and I'm a retired professor in the Department of Food Science in the College of Agricultural Sciences at Penn State. I'm a community nutritionist, so I'm particularly interested in foods that can be used for people with special nutritional needs. This might be children, it might be people with HIV/AIDS, it might be pregnant women, it might be the elderly, but people whose nutritional needs are a bit special. In 1988, when I went to Kenya for the first time and went into a supermarket, I was aghast at how few of the products were being produced in Kenya. They were being imported from all over the world. And we wanted to change that. We wanted to have women be able to use the things that they grew to be part of that entrepreneurial kind of scene where they would have products that they could brand and bring into the market in Kenya. We were working with the Kipsigis in Bomet, and we were working with the Kikuyu in Murang'a. And one of the elderly women we had, because they grew a lot of maize in these areas, and in the Bomet area they also grew the finger millet or wimby. And one of the elderly women got up and said, I'll tell you a story about corn or maize and millet. And what she said was that if you have two little boys, one was fed on wimby and the other was fed on maize, and these two little boys, what we would see is that the one that was fed on maize was big and fat, and the one that was fed on wimby would be thinner and more but more wiry. And if these two little boys fought, what would happen is that the wiry little boy would knock over that heavy maize-fed boy. That hit me like an aha moment, because I knew that wimby was a more nutritious grain than corn. And to have her tell that in her own way was a recognition on my part that in fact there was a lot of knowledge there that we needed to figure out ways to capture and utilize for their own benefit. The way we envisioned it originally was that the product would be sold in urban centers within a regional area where that particular ethnic group or cultural group was residing. So when I heard that the Murang'a women, with the help of Te Makunya, had their product being sold in both Nakumatt and Uchumi supermarkets in Nairobi, was the day that I realized that this could succeed. You learn from each one of these experiences what changes you might make for a subsequent, if you have an opportunity to do this again. But I guess I have to feel that what you do is try your best in whatever the situation is, and realize that it's going to take a life of its own, and it's going to belong to that local area. It's not my project, it is their project, and however they decide to take it is going to be okay by me.